Hi friend, I Ajay this side again, and today I am going to give you an introduction about batting system and how you can design a batting system with a few line of while writing a few line of coding. Keras. That's a basic version, and it's quite simple to do this thing. And I'll explain you everything how to do this, how you can design. But before proceeding, I have taken this dataset from Kaggle. I guess most of the guys heard about Kaggle and their competition. Okay, so this is a user ID, tip setter, date, track, horse, bat, and finally the result. Okay, this data set is designed for a binary classification system. That what is the probability whether someone is lose or win. So actually, I have all same thing I did in this code. I design a binary classifier with the help of deep learning, and I've used front end API Keras and back end TensorFlow. Okay, this is very simple. I'll give you the explanation line to line, and I hope after seeing this video, you would be able to design your own algorithm and your own program with some other type of data set and do some experiment. Okay, so uh, what I have done here. Okay, these are the library. Okay, you will understand it later on while we use. Okay, so the program starts with the number of classes. As I have already told you, the binary classifier. Okay, the number of classes is 2, and I have taken uh, tips.csv file as a that I have shown you here. Okay, so I just use for pandas for reading that file, and there's a built-in function available in panda read underscore csv. It is quite easy to read a csv file and print it. Okay, let me debug this part of program, and you will understand how what type of output you will be obtaining after debugging. It takes little bit time. Have some patience. The file is little bit lengthy. So while the debugging is going on, let me move further. Okay, so what I did, I actually collect all the information from that CSV file. Okay, here I print the information as usual. Okay, and I also go to the tab and apply per convert so that I can. Okay, here I get the output. So this is the information DF. It contains the ID, tips, date, track, horse ID, and the data set is going on. The total length of the data set is 38,248 sample and 9 number of attributes. Okay, so this is simple. Let me stop debugging it. So whenever we'll get anything in the form of string, and I guess the people knows about it that machine can't understand the machine string language and whatsoever. Machine learning is entirely about the numeric format. So we have label encoder in Python which transform a particular label and assign a value to on it. Okay, so similarly I have used the label encoder here, and the value uh, that it convert the string format into numeric format. So as I've already shown you, this data is contain the string. So I'll show you after pre-processing and encoding the data how it look like. So I'm again going to debug mode, because here I split the data, and this is my total data, and I'll show you how it look like after encoding the data sequence. Let me make debug it, and I'll proceed further while debugging is going on. Okay. Now one more thing, I actually use the convolutional neural network here, because it's a binary classification, okay, and one-dimensional data. So I've used some filter and batch normalization operation, 3 layer of architecture, finally flatten, dense, and all such things. So before proceeding the data, even in one-dimensional, I require the data type should be two-dimensional. It shouldn't have a single row and column. So we need to reshape it and append it by every column of it by applying a one label appending on it. So it's quite simple, like I just reshape the data here. I'll show you the data type once the debug is done, and this is the basic step and most important thing we need to do whenever we are dealing with the deep learning and such type of things. So thereafter I initialize, let me go to the main algorithm. Okay, and definitely there's a binary classifier, but even at the end of the program I use categorical vector. So I call the keras.util.category for training and test for the label. Okay, it will convert the integer string into binary vector. Okay, total number of classes I obtain here, that is 2, and my debug is almost being complete, I guess. Oh my god, I forgot to apply. Let me stop it, and let me remove this thing. I again go to debug mode, and I'll proceed with the program. So this is the convolutional one-dimensional neural network. I apply the activation here, the batch normalization, and this is my input. I give the input shape, and we usually call it input tensor. So once this is my layer architecture, okay, and finally the dense layer, which should be binary, okay, and the output is fed to the x, which x is being modeled here, so that we can go for further processing. I apply the Adam as a class optimizer, and the learning rate is 0.001. I set it. Okay, you can change the learning rate, but and find out the optimum learning rate after set of try. Okay, and here I compile my model. Okay, and thereafter I just print the summary. I explain the output summary of this model when I get the output. Also, I use the keras dot visualization tool, which give me an output in the form of image file, and that image contain my model. I'll show you that thing, okay, later on. And here the model is go to the training and validation process, and you will get, and once the model being trained and validate, okay, I save this model, so that I can use this model in some real-time application, okay, in the form of model.json. Okay, my debugging is almost done, and I'll show you how it look like after the data is being processed. Let me go to the xtrain vector. So here, label encoder convert all the data string into numeric format. Okay, now you can see the output in the form of array, and this is the array. You can see the various things. Okay, and now a string is being removed, which is further re-encoded at the time of real implementation. So I guess I have explained you about the program, and let me run it, and I'll show you how it how the execution is look like. So this is my model summary. Okay, I've used 11 GB GT NVIDIA Titan X graphic card. So which so that I can increase the processing. And here the training is start. And at the beginning of first epoch, I am getting pretty good accuracy and pretty good validation accuracy with this model. Okay, 80% validation accuracy and 75% training accuracy. The accuracy will goes on increase while the epoch substantially going on. Okay, but let me explain how what is actually containing the model. First, let me show you the image of that model. So this is my model. Okay, and this is input layer. Okay, and I have taken the 5 attribute, and as I already told you in the beginning of the video, we need to make one-dimensional array into two-dimensional and convolutional neural network so that you can understand it. The first layer of convolutional neural containing 256 filter. Thereafter activation, and there is no change of input and output sequence and at the time of activation, but there is input change in input and output sequence after each subsequent convolutional neural network layer. Okay, no change in batch normalization, no change in activation, and you can see there's further changes in convolutional neural network when we process the input and output sequence. This is the last layer of the neural network, as we cannot apply further layer of convolutional neural network because this part of the neural network containing the feature set is only left with one features. Okay, after apply a batch normalization, and finally, as the dense layer contains binary output, so we need to convert these three-layer architecture into two-dimensional architecture, none 132, which will convert it into 32 final layer architecture with the help of flatten, and thereafter it processed with the dense layer, and which is being trained corresponding to binary output. And I'll explain you about some of the basic concept and these layers. Like it is the convolutional neural network. We have 256 filter, and the total number of feature is 5. So and the parameter which is being trained is 1024. Let me give you an example how these parameter being uh, calculated. So let me go to the model program. Okay, so here I use 256 filter. Okay, and total number of the size of filter is 3. So 256 multiplied by 3 is equal to the output you will see. Let me tell you. Okay, so let me add some comment here. I hope you people will be able to see it, but I am also speaking it very clearly. Like 256 multiplied by 3 is equal to 768, which is further added by 256, and it is equal to 1024. That means total number of trainable parameter you will obtain with the first layer of convolutional neural network is 1024, and thereafter subsequently at the second layer, which is 24608, and it is easily, you can easily calculate this layer. Like we had 768 trainable parameter at this time. 768 multiplied by 32, which is equal to 768 multiplied by 32, and it is equal to 24576, which is further added to 32 filter, and you will get a trainable parameter 24608 at this time. 24608. Okay, And finally the process will goes on and you will get total number of trainable parameter 29,058, okay, which and non-trainable parameter 128. Okay, so I hope you understand how the convolutional layer architecture pass their trainable parameter from layer to layer subsequently. Okay, and finally while epoch is done, the model is being saved here. Let me open the, here it is in the form of model.h5, which contain the weight information, and the JSON format, which contain the layer architecture and all such things. And at the time of real time, you all you require to do need to call the scripter and pass the parameters, and you will get output that which horse is going to win and which horse is going to lose. I hope you like this video, and if you really like it, then go to the description section, and you will get the URL of our company. And my name is Ajay, and please subscribe me if this video is give us sufficient information to you, because in future I'll provide you more informative video. And thanks for watching the video. Bye bye.